By the way, Rebirth is amazing.
So we're here doing another. Well, yeah, it's the same build. We're still here. I know I said we were done last time, but I lost some footage and I had to come in to do a little more recording. You know, get a look around, and I got carried away.
As you do.
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away.
Oh man, just I still think that scene in frickin' Standalone Complex is hilarious. It's like you got these guys who are saying, "I'm gonna kill this senator for the Laughing Man. Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. Yeah," and then there's this other guy who just yells out, "Eradicate!" Who
friggin' Dalek
I like to
style.
think I like to. That was exterminate.
Well, same basic principle.
I like to think that he was just having a really bad day.
Yeah,
and
he was
just
never
didn't know.
hypnotized.
He wasn't in that whole Standalone Complex that. Your house seems to be leaking.
Yeah, I fixed that. Funny thing, in hell, lava takes a long time to get rid of. So, it'll go away. I decided I really did want the stairs, so I'm adding stairs. And I'm just giving it a ring of obsidian around it to make it look, you know, nicer. It's like a portal to the above world. Except it's not really the above world, it's just a higher part of the below world.
So
what's left for us to talk shit about? We already got DC and Marvel.
Robert Liefeld.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so we talked about shit about Marvel, we talked shit about DC, and for the third part of this, we're gonna talk shit about the whole division we like to call other, the miscellaneous, and top of that list is Rob Liefeld, who has a very distinct style.
Okay. What about?
Okay.
What about? Can we talk shit about him? Hello? Hello?
You just have to... Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
We can cut it.
But cut.
They won't know what we're talking about. They'll just hear that reaction from you, which is gonna make it sound so much worse.
So back to the
all right.
The person I was originally gonna.
It's gonna be every comment.
What were you talking? So Robert Liefeld, imagine Dragon Ball Z's Broly, except every character. That's his style. Imagine Broly times 10. Imagine if every character was drawn in the style of younger Toguro at like over 100% or 100%
Fist of the
of his
North
power.
Star.
Yeah. No, Fist of the North Star was like restrained, and here, let me show you up.
Am I gonna have to put this image on the screen or something?
Oh, definitely do it. Just cut it in, just like in the corner or something. But yeah, it's like Broly stood out in Dragon Ball Z because he was like one of the only characters to look like a fucking.
He was the Hulk.
He was the Hulk. And in the comics, they've got the Hulk. He's angry. He's green. He's. Oh, hey, there's a list. The 40 worst Rob Liefeld drawings at progressiveboink.com.
That sounds like a really weird name for a porn site.
Progressive Boink. It's like they do all the subjects that are tasteful that other porn won't touch. We're being progressive. They're like.
It's not about flow, is it?
I told you about that gay terrorist zombie porn film, right?
No.
This is the thing. There's this movie called Otto or Up with Dead People. It's German, of course, and it's like, and it starts off by like having this guy. The main character is Otto, and he's a zombie who's gay, and he has like thoughts and memories. There's like the type of zombies that are just like they're dead, and they like they hunger for
like,
flesh. But
he's like, ugh.
But the movie is about. Here we go. Here's a list for you to like snack on. The movie is like about him trying to make it in like the world, and so he meets this like this artsy like director who's like, we're gonna make a movie about gay terrorist zombies. She at one point refers to them as insurgent sissies and macabre mujahideen, which is
a terrorist organization.
A gay terrorist zombies.
Okay. So are they called suicide attackers or not?
I don't know. I only watched like clips of the movie from this online reviewer, but apparently one scene involves like one of the zombies fucking another zombie's stomach wound.
Because German.
Because the movie's in English, by the way, so I don't know.
So I went to Taco Bell earlier, and I tried one of their let's go ahead and date this video. I tried one of their strawberry starburst freezes because it was between 2 and 5. And it wasn't really a freeze. It wasn't even a slush, really. It was a strawberry slightly chilled syrup. Yeah, it was not very finished.
It was not even a work in progress. It was just an idea. Somebody took their idea and poured it into a cup, and was like, "Here, have this." And
I drank it because I was in the drive-through.
How do you? I would imagine it'd be pretty hard to fuck up a slushie. You just pour in like the syrup into like the fucking machine, and then wait, and then after a while, hey, you got slush. They forgot to turn it on. The wait.
Yeah.
We gave it 5 minutes. It should be good. What's the best slushie you've ever had? What's your favorite?
I mean, it's kind of hard. They got weird flavors. Like the flavors what you're talking about, because brand-wise they're kind of similar.
Yeah, like your favorite flavor of slushie.
I guess the black cherry ones at Taco Bell. That or blue raspberry.
I like the 7-Eleven Coke ones.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not a fan of Coke slushies.
You know they have those like cups that you can pour like your favorite soft drink in them, and you squeeze it, and after a minute you get slushies.
I think I've seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, you should buy one of those. You'd be living in high heaven. You could have your diet slushies like whenever you wanted.
Yeah, I should buy one of those so that you could use it.
I'd buy one of my own.
Yeah. It's funny you'd bring up Broly, because I read an article today, and
oh really?
I'm not sure if I believe it, but it said that Ocean is coming out with a dub for Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Why?
Funimation owns the license, so I don't see how they could do that. Unless Funimation, like, commissioned the dub from them, because one dub wasn't enough. And everyone wants to hear Ocean actors again.
Vegeta, what does the sounder say about his power level? Ocean Vegeta sounds weird. He sounds sinister, whereas Viz Vegeta sounds like a badass.
Funimation.
You said Viz!
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. I wish we were recording this so we could know for sure.
So whichever one watches this back first will know like what was actually said.
Ha ha ha, whichever one. Yeah.
Anyway,
shut up and talk to me when you do some editing.
Okay, but so Funny Viz or Funimation / Viz, they already. Why? I didn't know Ocean was still doing dubs. I thought they just kind of vanished.
No, they're doing My Little Frickin' Pony.
Oh yeah, that's right. So wait,
and
they're like doing My Little Pony. And they're like, we need something more badass.
We miss Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. We want to do Dragon Ball Z again. We can do it better this time.
We promise.
My fucking, it'd be hilarious if they had the voice actor of Spike do the fucking Eternal Dragon.
She was also Nier in Death Note.
Oh so shit! Really?
That would be her old male voice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Eternal Dragon would be like, "I'm here to grant you a wish." That wasn't even close. I can't get that high pitch.
I want to try, but I don't want to deafen the listeners.
Yeah,
or viewers.
I don't think you could either.
At any rate,
I have no idea why they would do it, which is why I question that they would. They haven't really.
It's only
I'm
a
trying to
rumor.
think of other stuff they've done recently. I mean, they did Black Lagoon, but I can't think of much else really.
Yeah, they're like a second tier studio, but which is kind of a shame. I like their dub work. They have some dub actors which I think need more like exposure. Like the guy who Brad Swale, right? He was the one who did
Light Yagami.
Light Yagami and Rock.
Yeah.
Those were his. He was good in that.
And he was not in My Little Pony.
He was good in both of those.
You'll be happy to know.
Oh, that'd be like what would he play? Be Death Pony? The Grim
maybe.
Reaper. They
made a joke about the 4 horses of the apocalypse, so it could happen.
So, by the way, in Binding of Isaac, some of the unlockable bosses are the 4 horses of the apocalypse.
Came out, and you've
Rebirth.
You have not been. You've been inseparable from it since.
Well, except for work, and there's been a lot of work, so I haven't been playing it as much as I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been slammed with work recently. Oh yeah, fucking when I first got like when I had the original Binding of Isaac, I was just like playing it like for quite a while when we weren't watching stuff. It's a fun game, and it's a whole lot better now that they ditched Flash.
Yeah, I'm not as crazy about it as you are, but the dungeon crawler thing is an acquired taste, I guess.
Yeah, like jazz, I guess.
I guess. You're more of a swing guy though, aren't you?
Oh yeah, cherry poppin' daddies. They only did one album that was like swing.
What was it? What were their other albums?
Nobody ever remembers them. Everybody always remembers Zoot Suit Riot because Zoot Suit Riot was a good album.
I mean, were they like a hip hop group or something?
I don't think so.
Well, you said only one album was swing, so that means the others had to have been something else, right?
I think they were like a punk band.
Okay, that's a bit of a departure.
Fucking Diablo Swing Orchestra are more of a swing band, and they didn't even do swing half the time.
You think they did? Green Day could be coerced into doing a swing album? What about Linkin Park? Oh, but they're not punk.
Oh my god, I would like to hear a Linkin Park swing album. Just sit all those bandmates down and introduce them to swing and just like, yeah, swing music, you know, the swinging 60s.
Deathclock did a blues episode. I wish they'd done one for swing. Whoa,
we've got the blues.
This is actually pretty brutal.
Like, what, they listen to swing and they're like, oh wow, this is actually kind of depressing. No, they wouldn't say that about swing. It'd have to be a really depressing swing song, and I can't think of any.
Yeah.
Like,
well, what about Drunk Daddy?
Okay, yeah, that is a pretty Drunk Daddy
broke my fingers. Drunk Daddy done smashed my head or something.
Yeah. Drunk Daddy stole my sister, I think. I only remember like turn my whole world red.
Yeah, so, it was something along those lines.
There's also that one slower swing song, Here Comes the Snake, which I can't help but think that Orochimaru would kind of walk out to. Here comes the snake. Or Solid Snake.
Yeah, we're going to have to record that one of these days. Our prior experience and our prior failure with Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, JAX outtakes fail Metal Gear Solid, and we finally give him the reason why.
Yeah. Well, we'll save that for later, though.
Yeah.
Like Little Big Planet.
We need to get... Yeah, when we finally get proper equipment. We're essentially... speaking of music, we're not like those like big like superstars like fucking Black Eyed Peas or fucking like...
I'm still depressed that they performed at the Super Bowl.
That was a long time ago, dude.
That was
not this
the
year.
only Super Bowl I remember seeing any part of, because no one would shut up like, about the fucking Black Eyed Peas performing.
Dude, the Black Eyed Peas were totally different. Like, people talk about like selling out, and they're like the definition's kind of been skewed. But what I think selling out actually means is just abandoning your original style that people liked because in order to try to appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because originally they were this like, oh hey, you finished your staircase.
Yeah. Sort of. I finished the stairs part.
Now you have to light it or something.
Well, first I'm gonna make a building on top so it, looks nice. You were talking about the selling out Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, there were bands that were always shitty that hadn't sold out, and there are bands that were shitty that have like gotten better after selling out.
Like,
I feel.
And then there are bands that couldn't possibly sell out because they were all about the money to begin with, like the Monkees.
Oh yeah, the Monkey. Oh yeah, and fuck. Oh, Rednecks. That was another band that was like never in it for the artistic expression to begin with.
Never heard of them.
You've heard of their song though, like their remix of Cotton Eye Joe that I showed you. The one where you're like, yeah, I'm digging this, and they got to the woman singing, and you were like, yeah, no, they didn't need that.
I'd heard Cotton Eye Joe before, so it's not like that theirs was my first exposure to the song.
Well, the funny thing about Rednecks, the Cotton Eye Joe quote unquote artists, they're more like performers actually.
Well, they were like an electronic country band or something.
Well, they still exist, and guess what?
What?
For a few $1 million, you can be the owner of Rednecks.
Oh, really?
They're on sale. Yeah, the producers who formed the group are like putting them up on sale.
So have they like traded hands a few times by now?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants them. like an obscure band from... Were they from the 2000s?
You're asking me?
I'm trying to remember. It would be
hilarious if Donald Trump bought them. Just because he could. He kept them in his living room as a trophy.
Wait, he had them frozen in carbonite?
Sing Cotton Eye Joe again.
We don't wanna. They're actually, you know what? They're not even American. They're actually Swedish.
Huh.
Yeah, no, they're Swedish. Some Swedish guys pretending to be like American rednecks.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's not any more offensive than American guys pretending to be fat Swedes.
It's like somebody tries to make a band.
You're an accidental racist, Jack.
Nah, that's not racism. I'm just pointing out something that actually happened.
Yeah, I know. That's a different topic for a different video.
Yeah. And I don't have the Coke to mix with the rum this time, so I can't I can't blame it on my on drunkenness.
Yeah.
So I'm watching what I'm saying.
Accidentally broke my portal, flooded it with lava.
That always sucks.
Fix that right up. And so I've got the stairs built, and I've got the little house on top for them to come out on. And thing is that the upper area isn't supposed to be accessible to everyone. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, just for us privileged Jacksville admins. So
the 1%,
I wanted to set a trap.
If you will.
Yeah, the 1%. I wanted to set a trap so that anyone who wasn't a god who tried to walk through would, you know, get a flaming arrow in their face or something.
They'd be unworthy.
Yep. So I'm setting up some tripwires, but funny thing, apparently they can't float in air. I mean, they can, but they won't attach to tripwires that aren't floating in air. So this was a failed endeavor.
Oh well.
Logical solution was put them on something. Or, well, at least I was testing my theory. I spent a very long time on this, so this is understandably cut.
Yeah.
Nope. That won't let him stay, and it's going the wrong way.
That's impressive, honestly.
Yeah, these are stubborn, floating tripwires. There are only so many things a god can do. So I figured I'd put them directly on the stairs, but not even that will work. Because they can't go on stairs.
You could, like, you know, no, they don't have motion sensors, do they?
Nope,
Fuck.
They don't. These are the motion sensors.
You could, you didn't think about weighted panels at all?
Well, I'd need a flat floor for that, and also then it'd be kind of obvious. And it's not really a fun trap if it's blatantly obvious.
No, you put a blatantly obvious trap, so
I figured I'd put it on a flat level here, but then I realized that the portal is right there. So I can't dig that out anymore. Just one problem after another.
Indeed.
So, eventually I just said, fuck the whole thing, and I'm just going to put a wall of lava here. Because, you know, only gods can walk through that, right?
Yeah, only the worthy may pass.
Unfortunately, this means I have to move the entire staircase again.
I wish you could add, like, custom, like, modded voice, like, audio clips to these,
Hello?
maps. Oh.
Ah, fuck.
Not again.
Cut that out, again. More technical difficulties. We'll get some music or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, I finished my lava wall thing, and I'm now moving the stairs at super speed because no one wants to watch that again.
Yeah. Oh. So,
I juked you
I
there.
had a, yeah, I had a question. Uh, what would you add if you could add custom clips to Gates of Lava like that? Like you could have a booming voice. What would you put?
Add custom
Just
clips?
custom sound clips, like sound bites.
Like when
Like
someone walks through the lava?
or approaches the lava.
Uh, well, aside from the obvious "you shall not pass."
That's a bit too obvious though. I'd probably add the gun is good, the penis is evil from Zardoz.
Oh right, yeah, that movie that exists, and you keep wanting you want us to watch.
I want to watch it myself. I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's probably a good reason for that. If you don't know what Zardoz is, look it up on Google. Safe search off.
Now, if you want a better idea to what Zardoz is, look it up on YouTube or watch it yourself. No, don't do that.
Yeah. Also, Heavy Metal we gotta watch. Another
Yeah,
weird
that's a
cult movie.
anthology animated film, which would be interesting. I watched an anthology film the other day.
What was that?
Last.
Hello?
An anthology film I watched the other day was ABCs of Death 2 over at a coworker's place after work because at the time I thought I was going to be working the next day and I just wanted to get as much sleep as I could. But before I did that, ABCs of Death is essentially like a 26 a 26 director anthology film about like people dying and stuff. It's like kind of like a horror comedy.
Sounds
and
pleasant.
Yeah, and each director is assigned a letter. And there was one that stuck out because it was just so hilarious. And I don't remember what letter he got or the word, but it was like this guy who looked like a zombie, just like with his eyes just really, really crazy in his underwear, just running down the street in slow motion, just shoving people, and then he finally tackles this one guy and bites half his face off, and then the cop runs up slow motion and shoots him, and then it pops up 36 minutes earlier, and it's just him in his living room, and some guy walks up to him and he's like, "Hey, you want to do some bath salts?" "Sure."
Did you hear they're making a Grumpy Cat movie?
What the fuck is Grumpy Cat?
I think it's something on YouTube with a cat, which is enough to make me not watch it. I learned my lesson about cats and the internet the moment I looked up Bubsy on Rule 34. No, there's a pig man just hanging out here on this lonely island. That's kind of sad.
You gonna shove him?
No. I'll leave him to suffer.
Just like all those other people who looked up Bubsy on Rule 34.
Yeah. So, I think we're
what was the
done.
chain of... Yeah, no, we're not done. What was the chain of events that led you to that, end?
Well,
what was the journey of the...
I look up pretty much anything that pops into my mind on Rule 34. It's like a habit.
Just...
I looked up Shovel Knight because, Shield Knight looked kind of hot. Get out of here!
Shield Knight
You're not wanted in this neighborhood.
Maybe. Anyway, I wonder if we're gonna lose subscribers at this point.
Because of Bubsy? Because of accidental racism?
Because of
talking shit about that random comic book guy.
I think what we've learned from this series of builds is that we can be horrible people, but then again, so can anybody else. And
so what
if
you
don't
learned.
have a sense of humor, yes. What have you learned?
I've learned nothing. I knew all of this a long time ago.
I
used to care once.
Everybody used to care once.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it for the build.
Goodbye.
Bye. As a footnote to this, anybody who, I guess this will be a video saying Jack asks. Jax asks. I have a question for anybody who's like watching this. You can put this down in the comments. I've been having a debate with Xelrog is like the lengths of videos, like whether it should be like as long as we damn well want it to, or just trying to abridge it just for the good stuff. Which do you prefer? Go ahead, use this time to type in on the very bottom. You done? Well, good, because we don't care. We'll do it however we damn well please.